Hi, my name is Christine Yokoi, and I'm responsible for our product strategy for our Cloud HCM talent management applications. And today, thank you for attending this session on listening to your employees to keep them engaged. In this session, I'm going to introduce one of our new products called Oracle Touchpoints. So Oracle Touchpoints is designed to address the area of engagement. And employee listening and engagement is top of mind for many organization leaders for good reason. Companies with engaged employees outperform those with disengaged employees by 202%. Companies with engaged employees have greater customer satisfaction, higher customer loyalty, better productivity, and stronger retention. So it's really no wonder that they really outperform, but 202% is quite a number. To help improve engagement, organizations have been conducting organization-wide engagement surveys and doing action planning based on the survey results for many years. But a critical driver that we feel is really important to focus on is managers and how managers play into employee engagement. So that we feel that the heart of engagement is that employee and manager relationship. And in fact, Gallup states that managers are responsible for 70% of the variance in their employees' engagement. So we feel that maybe what's been missing a bit is a focus on strengthening this employee and manager relationship in an ongoing, meaningful way that's natural in the flow of work. So Gartner says the manager-employee relationship has become more important than ever. And this is a key link that an employee has to their organization. The manager helps the employee to understand what's expected of them, how they're doing, how they can grow. And also that is a key way that the employee is supported within the organization. And this has become even more so with remote work and hybrid work environments. At Oracle, we feel that the way to really move the needle on engagement is to promote better informed, more meaningful day-to-day interactions between employees and managers. So we are really focusing on that employee and manager relationship with our solution. And as you look to bolster your employee engagement strategy with Oracle Touchpoints, we feel that with this offering, we can support you in your engagement and listening strategy with the tools to give employees an active role in getting the support they need. So that's, of course, a key area is that employees can take that active role, empower managers by connecting employee sentiment. So letting the managers see the employee sentiment and helping them to connect that easily with actions, and really encouraging meaningful day-to-day interactions. And as I said, we think that that's really where we can move the needle on engagement is get at that heart of the employee and manager relationship and better support that with our tools. So let's take a look at some of these areas of Oracle Touchpoints. Something that we learned from our Oracle AI at Work study is that 87% of employees believe their company should be doing more to listen to their needs. So with Oracle Touchpoints, one of the areas is this listening component. Employees have the tools to not only share their sentiment, but they can also proactively ensure that their needs are getting heard by sharing them directly with their manager and being active in getting the support that they need. So the way that we can do this is in Oracle Touchpoints. You can capture the employee voice through regular, quick, lightweight pulse surveys that are recurring surveys so that you can capture their sentiment and measure this over time. And in Oracle Touchpoints, these are non-anonymous surveys. We feel that by using non-anonymous employee surveys, have managers receiving that gives them the ability to really follow up with their employee, with each individual, and personalize the support that the employee needs. So then both managers and employees could feel encouraged to continue to be open with each other and, get the support or provide the support that's needed. Also, you can, with Oracle Touchpoints, empower workers and managers to remain engaged and build the trust with each other through these in-the-moment sentiment and what we call nudges. And nudges are recommended actions. And then we also have something called check-ins, which allows the manager and the employee to regularly have a touch point where they check in and talk and go over the things that that matter the most in day-to-day work. So the next area that I wanted to look at here is the tool that Oracle Touchpoints provides to managers. So another critical component to an efficient and effective engagement strategy is the ability to connect that employee sentiment with actual follow-up actions. And this is really important because, we really want highly engaged employees, and that comes from being heard, but also, being supported and being felt that that they were heard and they can be supported. So here, what we're looking at is team touch points. This is a view that we give to the managers, and this provides real-time insights into the team sentiment. And this is a pulse trend that we can see trend over time. And we can also see, the manager can also see this in comparison to the organization's pulse trend. And we can also see relevant information such as the different interactions that are going on within the team and organization, and upcoming check-ins for the people in their team, as well as check-ins that are overdue. And with this, you can help managers to understand the sentiment and level of engagement over time, as well as giving them the tools to have meaningful interactions. And managers can also get a view, when they drill in, they can get an individual view. So for each of their team members, they can see what their pulse trend is and what are the interactions that have been happening with that employee, and are there any recommended actions, which I referred to previously, that we call nudges. So from the employee perspective, this screen is actually showing the employee view for Touchpoints, but this employee has their own view of their own sentiment trend and their interaction timeline. And this view is given, as I said, to the manager. So the manager would have an individual view of each of their team members. And if I'm a manager, I would be getting different recommendations or nudges as the employee. So that would be, the employee would get nudges for what the employee could do to take action, and the manager may get a different recommendation. And definitely, we feel that this helps to establish more regular communication that's meaningful. And we also know that employees with managers who regularly communicate with them, they feel that they're much more recognized, and it will support the employee in doing great work. So we can help to encourage this type of communication and foster the collaboration in a very simple way, with these kind of natural nudges and recommendations for things that are coming up that are part of the flow of everyday work. These are things that could be related to the work that the employee is doing, and give the manager recommendations, for example, to give the employee some feedback or to celebrate special moments such as work anniversaries. But the employee could also themselves take action, such as adding certain topics that they want to talk to their manager about. And as I said, in this timeline, individual timeline, we see both the interactions as well as that pulse score trend. So the employee themselves can see how their voice is being communicated to their manager, and how it's trending. So they have the same view, and they can both take action and collaborate, and the employee can do that proactively, as well as have the manager support them on a daily basis. So I think that what we've seen in what I've shown you with Oracle Touchpoints shows that we are taking a unique approach to helping support better engagement in the organization. But I wanted to point out a few things that we feel are unique to Oracle, and that we feel also through our conversations with various stakeholders and customer organizations is really going to be supportive. So one thing is that other survey solutions that are out in the market do capture employee sentiment. It's fairly sporadic, and they may not be providing a direct way for the manager to take action based on the response. So Oracle Touchpoints, we simplify that process. The pulse surveys are designed to be continuous and to provide a pulse score that provides a trend that the employee as well as the manager can see over time. And it allows both the employee and manager to have a continuous communication channel, and managers can react or take action based on both the sentiment as well as information that the employee is maybe providing through actions such as adding discussion topics to check-ins, or the employee can themselves create and schedule the check-in as well as the manager. Then also we empower the employees to share and act on that sentiment. As I said, the manager, the employee can create those check-ins. They can update them at any time. The check-ins have an agenda, so both the manager and the employee can add topics to that. And we have these nudges that will give suggestions for different topics to add to an agenda, or to create a check-in, or to celebrate a moment. So it allows the employee as well as the manager to take action on that sentiment. And then these ability to create these check-ins in addition to performance conversations. So of course, performance conversations on an ongoing basis are important, but this also gives a vessel for those types of conversations that are happening naturally in the course of day-to-day work, but giving a little bit of a structure that says, hey, maybe we should talk about this today, or, like maybe the manager noticed that the employee's pulse had recently gone down, and, that's something that the manager wants to ask about, or maybe the employee wants to share. So we think that providing this vehicle of the check-ins that can also support these ongoing conversations outside of performance conversations is a great tool to continue to engage and support that employee and manager relationship. Touchpoints is part of Oracle Me. So Oracle Me, which hopefully you have heard about this offering that we launched earlier in this year. Oracle Me is a complete employee experience platform, and it's designed to increase employee engagement that we were just talking about, and ensure employee success. And these are all of the different products that we have that are part of the Oracle Me offering, or the whole Oracle Me solution. And as part of Oracle Cloud HCM, we're providing capabilities to streamline communications across the organization. So that is our HCM Communicate area. And we also provide a guided experience for employees and helping them to perform various tasks. So we have some great functionality in our journeys area. And then we also connect employees with their peers to build professional networks. That's our connections area. And then we're also providing assistance to the employee through areas like our HR help desk offering. And then to make it really more natural in the flow of work and simplified through our Oracle Digital Assistant. So Touchpoints is a key component of our overall employee experience platform, Oracle Me. So that is what I wanted to talk about today, to give you a brief overview of Oracle Touchpoints, part of our Oracle Me employee experience platform. I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you would like to learn more. We have some additional information available on oracle.com. So thank you very much.